great white lights of Singapore. What's this place called?
Tanga Tanga, sir. Pretty lively spot. So they tell me.
Stubbins hasn't been out here with me for 3 years out finding his way by Singapore.
Have you sampled it yourself?
But what, me, sir? Come here? Certainly not, sir. I'm a family man. I don't own with such places.
You've been too long. Beautiful moon face.
No, naughty. There's some later on. Now, can't you see I'm busy? Will you off it?
You did say this was your first visit, didn't you?
Yes, sir. Case of mistaken identity, sir. They thought they'd met me at the mission.
Table for two, gentlemen?
Thank you.
Oh,
Please.
I don't think much of this table.
Very full tonight. Everybody in Singapore come to Tanga Tanga.
Well, what about one of those alcoves?
Very sorry, all reserved.
Oh, that one's empty.
No, it is occupied.
Oh, no, look, the curtains are drawn.
No, sorry, Excellency, it is occupied. Excuse, please.
Sit down and forget it.
They all like that?
Good evening, Dr. Camel.
Hello, Mr. Lum. How are you?
Very well, thank you. You like a nice table?
No, thank you. Don't bother. I'm just having a look around.
Certainly.
Hello, young fellow Malayan. Never seen you among the bright lights before.
Baby brother's party. Well, Harold, this is Dr. Cameron.
How do you do?
How do you do?
You're new out here?
Yes, 3 days.
He's leaving in the morning for Saru rubber plantation.
Saru?
Why, what's the matter with Saru?
Oh, there's nothing the matter with Saru. It's a great place for rubber.
Go easy with him, will you?
Oh, don't pay any attention to me. I'm just an old brother. You'll get on all right. A wee bit lonely, maybe, but I'll give you a bit of advice. Have you ever heard the moral of the crocodile and the Chinaman's wife?
No, I can't say I have.
Well, if ever you should feel tempted to... No, I'll no spoil your fun. Later, perhaps.
Well, what I've seen of Malaya so far, I like very much.
Ah, but you haven't seen Saru. Well, goodbye. I'll look in and see you someday. Good night.
Good night, Doc.
She's an English girl.
Too much has ever been read of love. Too much has ever been said of love. And fewer sad hearts have been broken.
What's she doing here?
Earning a living, I expect.
A callous remark, a yes meaning no. A callous remark that keeps tormenting you so. So small a thing can mar a deep illusion in the one that you desire. An undying grief that love's had to end. A hopeless belief that any heartache will mend. Until you hear a voice that comes to taunt you. There's no smoke without fire. When it began, would you have thought a man could ever mean so much to you then?
She's lovely.
Love is blind.
Well, I wouldn't get too worked up about her. She's probably booked for Hong Kong next week and Shanghai the week after.
And I leave for upriver in the morning.
Oh, a thoughtless mistake, and then comes regret. A thoughtless mistake that you can never forget. Because you hear a phrase that comes to haunt you. There's no smoke without fire.
Just my luck. As soon as I meet a real stunner,
Well, you haven't met her yet.
then I'm going to.
Always a little optimist.
But he very nice gentleman. He wants very much to meet you.
But I don't very much want to meet him. Good night, Mr. Lump.
Oh, but please, Miss Sadie, wait just one little minute. Excuse, please. Yes, gentlemen?
The young lady who has just been singing.
Sorry, she go home already.
Don't be silly. She hasn't had time to change.
Look here, I'm Commander Marquis, and this is my brother. Will you take her a message that we should very much like to meet her?
I tell you, please, she's very busy. You'd like very much to see her?
Yes, of course we would.
You come again tomorrow night.
Harold, you're up against the famous Chinese wall and you don't know it. Come on. Stubbins.
Shun! Yes, sir.
Don't let us break up the party, Stubbins.
Stubbins, your tanga's a flop. Where do we go from here?
Follow me, sir. I'll show you around the mission.
You make a big mistake. He very nice gentleman. He owns plenty car, plenty house.
Well, I don't care if he owns a bank.
But he does own a bank. Now, please, sit down just 1 minute and make a little talk with you.
Now, listen, Mr. Lump. We've made a contract, haven't we?
Yes, sure.
And it's a very nice contract, but there's nothing in it about sitting down and making talk with nice gentlemen. And if there is, I'm not going to do it. Not even with nice gentlemen who own banks.
May I express my entire sympathy, Miss Merriweather? I could not help overhearing your natural protest. Let me offer my apologies for the annoyance my request has caused you.
Your request?
This is my friend, Honorable Yun Singh.
Oh, then you're the...
I'm afraid so. I would not have trespassed, but for the impression that you might be leaving for England very soon.
Why, yes, I am.
Then I'm very glad that my selfish wish to meet you has outweighed my courtesy.
Well, it makes me feel that something has outweighed mine.
Am I forgiven?
I think we're quits. I'm sorry I was rude to you. I would like to stay a little while.
You're very kind, Miss Merriweather. After toil, 3 things are refreshing. A little food, a little wine, and a little conversation.
Isn't that Omar Khayyam?
No. Ming Che, who lived 2,000 years before him, but still true.
It is. It's begun to work already.
I was so worried you may misunderstood my motive in seeking to meet you tonight, Miss Merriweather.
Why, no,
Will you drink?
Thank you.
I will be frank with you. I have been interested in you from the moment when I first saw you.
How odd. And how very kind.
Is it?
Well, yes, for someone who...
Who is not a Westerner? There are quite a lot of ordinary human instincts in the East, Miss Merriweather. In fact, my ancestors believed that barbarism was an accidental trait.
How extraordinary.
Well, of course, we've learned since that the right to be called civilized must rest on high explosive bombs. So we are sadly out of date.
That's cruel of you. You're laughing.
No, I assure you, no. I just love the East. So you see, Miss Merriweather, I have some other interests besides banks.
Tell me about them.
Well, my bungalow up the river. It contains my best loved treasures. I'm sure you would appreciate them.
Why me?
Because I believe there is an affinity between lovely things.
Oh, I wish I could believe that.
Perhaps you would allow me to convince you.
Well, there isn't very much time. You see, I'm leaving on Saturday.
Well, then I must demonstrate the truth of it by Saturday. Wish me good luck, Miss Merriweather.
Saturday.
Like it?
Oh, it's like an enchanted castle. I only hope I can live up to it. How far is the nearest house from here?
Oh, the Suru plantation is 5 miles across the river. Otherwise, there is no house for 30 miles. And now I will show you your new home.
What a darling baby. What's her name?
Dia Panama?
Hamida Tuan.
Hamida.
老姨太太，我娶你去饮茶，我生了好呼吸了。
He's welcoming the new mistress of the Chinese Bungalow.
Thank you very much. What shall I call you?
Oh, unfortunately, he doesn't understand English. But you will so soon be learning to speak Chinese.
Oh.
I call this the lacquer room. I have combed both the east and west to make it perfect.
How beautifully cool it is here.
Will you indulge a little whim of mine? At last, my ambition is fulfilled. See the chair occupied.
Is this where we sit when people come?
People?
Yes, when we entertain.
The young planter from Suru is the only man within a day's journey, and I have not the pleasure of his acquaintance. This is the ayah. Perhaps you would like her to show you to your room.
Yes, thank you. I should like to tidy up.
The mame is happy with her room?
Oh, you speak English?
Oh, yes.
Oh. Oh, what a beautiful coat.
It is a present for the mame from His Excellency.
Oh, but it's exquisite.
It was once worn by an empress of China at the Imperial Palace of Peking.
Oh, weeping sleeves for me to weep into.
Those the mame will never need. It is the gamelan. The Malays honor the mame's arrival, singing and dancing.
Sing. That music, it's so thrilling. Take me to see them dancing.
There is no need. I've conveyed you thanks to them already.
But there's music and dancing. Oh, can't we go and look at them?
No, they don't expect it. They might not even appreciate it.
You mean they might resent?
Exactly. We leave them to amuse themselves in their own primitive way. Come. Come, relax.
Cool night air, scent of the flowers, the music. I'm going to be happy here. I know I'm going to be happy.
Agaceda.
This is grand. What are you doing upriver?
I'm on my way to Bayer. Morgan's down with a fever.
You'll stop and have some food.
Oh, no, no time for anything but a drink.
Go on, Makan Cha. Doc, this is grand. You know, I'm not going to let you rush off. I need your advice professionally, too.
Oh, what's wrong with you?
Sheer unadulterated boredom. You know, I don't know how I'm going to stick it out until I get my Singapore leave.
Ah, man, I felt the same way myself 20 years ago. But I learned one thing, and that is that you can face anything viewed through the right end of a glass.
You know, this place is sheer hell. I don't see a white man once in a blue moon. And it's just my luck that my only neighbor should be a Chinese.
Oh, that reminds me. You better have a look at this. So you see, your district's becoming quite fashionable.
Good Lord, but I've seen her in Singapore. She's marvelous. I say, this is a really lucky break.
Ah, don't be a darn fool. Married women are the devil. Well, goodbye, and I'll look in again on my way back from Bayer.
Good. Remember me to Morgan, and don't drink all his whiskey.
And you remember, if it's a choice between a crocodile and a Chinaman's wife, pick the crocodile. It's safer. Goodbye.
Ciao, Doc.
No, get me something else.
His Excellency would like it.
Take it away.
Tungka, you can fish it.
Then go pick it. What portion, Cha?
All right, Tungka.
Oh, good morning, my cherry blossom. Did you sleep well?
Yes, thank you.
But how is it that you never wear that coat I gave you nowadays?
Well, it's too hot.
Oh, yes, you look pale. Shadows under your eyes.
It's the heat. What's that? Oh, you're not going away again.
Yes, unfortunately, I must go to Singapore on business.
Singapore? Well, then I can come with you.
Oh, but that is impossible. And besides, if you have no color in your cheek in this cool bungalow, what would happen to you in the heat of Singapore?
Oh, but I don't like being left here alone. Do you realize that since we've been married, I haven't seen a single fresh face?
You are not content with your husband?
Yes, but you go away on business for weeks at a time and leave me with nothing to do, and there's no one to talk to.
And without people to talk to, you are lonely.
Well, it's only natural to want to see people. Don't you understand? Please sing. Please take me with you.
It is because you are lonely that I'm going away.
No, don't talk in riddles.
No, this is no riddle. I have seen that you are lonely, so I'm going to Singapore to bring you back a present which will cure your loneliness. Now come with me to the landing stage and see me off.
Hello, stranger.
Oh, hello.
Bit of luck catching you like this. What are you doing outside the prison walls?
Well, I've just been seeing my husband off to Singapore.
Oh, then I'll come in. I've always wanted to see around your place.
Oh, no, I'm afraid you can't possibly.
Not afraid I might pinch the silver?
No, but...
But me no buts. That's Shakespeare, I think.
Goodbye, Mr. Marquez.
Oh, what's the rush? What are you planning to do today?
Nothing.
Neither am I, so we might as well do it together.
No, really, I can't.
Oh, come along. We'll have a lot of fun. Besides, it's a criminal offense to leave you all alone.
All right. I'll come.
That's grand. Now, come along. Careful how you get in there. That's right.
Come in. You can take the big trunk.
Miss Charlotte Merrivale?
Oh, yes. Did Mr. Singh send you to meet me?
I am Yuan Singh.
You? But I expected...
You expected a very impressive figure in mandarin robes with the conventional pigtails?
Oh, no, of course not.
I apologize if I disappointed you, but I'm most happy to welcome my sister-in-law.
Is Sadie here?
No, as I told you in my letter, I wanted your visit to be a complete surprise to her.
Is she well?
Oh, very well, but very lonely. And that's why I decided to ask you to come out and join us.
It was very kind of you. I was worried to death about her. Till I had your letter, I hadn't heard anything for months.
And was the news in my letter a shock?
Yes, frankly, I suppose it was.
And yet you accepted my invitation.
I believe in seeing for myself.
Do you realize that you may be condemned by public opinion for coming to my house?
I never listen to what other people say. Come in. You can take the bags.
Then I suggest we leave immediately.
Oh, yes.
Your sister finds life in the bungalow very lonely.
Well, we've backed all the winners at Ascot, so we're rich. Let's go down Piccadilly.
What a lovely smell of buses and taxis.
We'll drop into the Barclay for a nice, long...
Ice cold.
lager.
Gin sling.
Oh, that was good. What about the other half?
Oh, steady on. We've still got dinner to face.
Dinner, yes. Now, where should we go there?
I don't know.
Savoy?
Savoy, no. I think that's too crowded.
It is a bit, yes. I know the very spot.
Yeah?
A tiny little place in Jermyn Street where the lights are low. And you'll look so lovely it won't be true.
Oh, now you've spoiled it all.
Why?
Because it isn't true.
Beautiful.
Like it?
I love it.
Where's your mistress?
In a room, Tuan.
Tell her I should like to see her. This is my favorite room. This is one of the oldest copies in existence of the word of the master Confucius.
The princely type of man, truly benevolent, truly wise, who neither anticipates deceit nor suspects bad faith in others, yet is prompt to detect them when they appear.
You have read Confucius?
At London University.
I thought I heard the launch. Is my husband come back?
Oh, yes, yes. He awaits you in the lacquer room.
And this is the knife of the ancient Emperor Wushu.
Looks like solid gold.
Baser metal would have been unworthy of its purpose.
What was its purpose?
On a certain historic occasion, one side of the blade was coated with a deadly poison, but only one side. So a peach divided between the emperor and his guest.
How horrible. I hope he forgot which side was which.
Charlotte,
Sadie, darling.
Oh, Charlotte, I can't believe it's true. How did you get here?
Ask that husband of yours.
This is the present from Singapore, which I promised you.
Oh, then if you knew when you left. Oh, why didn't you tell me?
I know it was foolish, perhaps, but I wanted to surprise you. Oh, wait a minute. Come, please. Come, Sadie. Sit down here for a moment. Look. The mistress of the Chinese Bungalow. Worth waiting for.
Oh, Sing, I do wish you wouldn't treat me as though I were part of your art collection. Come on, Charlotte. I'll show you to your room. All right, you can go. Do you like it?
It's very pretty.
Well, my room's just across the corridor, so I shall be quite near you.
What's the matter, Sadie? Aren't you glad to see me?
Oh, of course I am. But why didn't you let me know you were coming?
Sing insisted I shouldn't.
Why, I wonder?
Listen, I'm the one who ought to be upset. I've been desperately worried about you. Why didn't you write and tell me everything?
Well, no one likes admitting failure, and you did kick up rather a row when I went on that tour, and crashed, and I knew you were broke. Then I met Sing. You know the rest.
Don't you love him?
Yes, of course I do.
It's obvious he adores you.
But I sometimes wonder if I'm not just an addition to his art collection.
He seems one of the gentlest, kindest people I've ever met.
I know he is. But I feel he'd be very different if anything happened to upset him.
Oh, surely nothing has.
No, of course not. It's just rather a frightening thought, that's all.
By the way, I got you a wedding present as I came through Singapore.
Oh, you are sweet. What is it?
I hope you like them.
Oh, Charlotte, they're lovely.
They're very old.
It's time to dress for dinner. We are really quite westernized here.
Gently, Sibylla, gently. Remember your manners, or our heart of jade will be ashamed of you.
What was it you called me?
Oh, that's just a foolish habit of mine. Finding special names for those who are near and dear to me.
Sing, please. I've asked you before not to feed that animal in this room.
Poor Sibylla must have her supper.
Yes, but I've told you. It gives me the shivers.
Just like that music in this room gives me the shivers.
Come on, let's dance.
Run along, Sibylla. Macam.
You are on. C'est ça. C'est tout.
Macho! Go inside and wait for me.
Sing, it's horrible.
Go inside, both of you, please. Ciao, mia, Sikun.
Tanglo has killed them both.
Who has Tanglo killed?
His wife and Abdul, who was my mother's cousin.
Why did he do it?
Abdul was her lover. Tanglo discovered them tonight. I warned Abdul it was dangerous with the Chinese woman. He wouldn't.
Biglakas.
Oh, this is horrible.
So was the crime it avenged?
But it's murder.
I prefer to call it retribution.
But surely you've arrested the man.
Yes, it was necessary he should be arrested. He was a fool.
I believe in your heart you sympathize with him.
I understand him.
But you can't kill people for that sort of thing.
In our race, marriage is a complete possession, and we do not tolerate thieves.
Sing, please. I feel tired. I'll go to bed.
Yes.
Come on, Charlotte.
Good night, Cherry Blossom. Good night, Heart of Jade. Sleep well.
Saru in 4 hours?
I think so, sir.
Good. Want looking at my brother's plantation.
All right.
And what's that?
Sounds like a woman's voice to me, sir. And it is a woman. A white woman. Looks a bit of all right to me, too, sir. Begging your pardon?
Let's see what's up, Stubbins.
Aye, aye, sir.
Hello there, what's happened?
Lost my paddle. I've been drifting for about an hour. Who and what are you?
River Patrol, we're always knocking around here.
That's right, miss. Always on the spot. Us and the crocs.
You on your way upstream?
Yes, to Saru.
Then you pass where I come from. You'll be very kind and drop me.
Yes, of course, if you tell me where you have come from.
The Chinese Bungalow.
What, you mean that...
I'm Charlotte Merivale.
Good Lord.
Have you heard of me?
Yes, of course, and your sister.
I gather we're quite well known in Malaya.
That's inevitable. You and Singh always news around here.
Perhaps you'd rather put me ashore. I can find my own way back.
Good heavens, no, I didn't mean anything. I'm terribly sorry.
I'm sorry, too.
I'm Richard Marquis.
Any relation to Harold Marquis?
Yes, he's my brother. Why, do you know Harold?
Well, my sister and I have seen something of him recently, usually on the river.
Oh, then we're all old friends around here. Would you like a drink?
I'd love one.
Well, come on, let's go below. We've got lots of time.
Who's that? Aya, I've been looking for you everywhere. Come here. Where's my sister? In her room? You know she isn't. You're lying. Did she tell you to say that? You're wearing her beads.
She allowed me. She loved me.
I see. So you hold your tongue. Where is she?
I not know.
Oh, yes, you do, and you're going to take me to her straight away.
But she tell me to watch so that no one see them.
See them? Aya, take me to her at once. At once, do you hear me?
I'm afraid. It's only an owl. The owl is a devil. He brings misfortune and death.
You're talking nonsense. Go on, Aya. Go on.
I really must go, darling. Charlotte will miss me.
Go and make sure all the servants are in their quarters and watch by the main gates.
When am I going to see you again?
Singh will probably be back tomorrow. Oh, darling, I'm so frightened. I don't know how to face him now.
I'll never let you go. I love you, darling.
I love you.
Charlotte!
What are you doing here?
Looking for you.
What did you hear?
What no one else was ever here.
Now listen, Charlotte, you mustn't...
It's no good trying to fool me, Harold.
Very well, then I'll tell you. We love each other. What are you going to do about it?
It's not what I'm going to do about it. The question is, what will your husband do?
Charlotte, he mustn't know.
If you're in earnest about this, he's got every right to know.
All right, let him. I'm not afraid of him.
Do be sensible. I think you're both being very childish and irresponsible.
Oh, Charlotte, I've been so lonely and miserable. You can't realize how lonely I've been. And then I met Harold and...
I understand, Sadie, but you're Singh's wife.
But I don't love him. He frightens me.
Poor kid, she's had an awful time. And I'm going to see she doesn't stand it anymore.
He's not one of the coolies on your plantation, you know. Anyway, you must get away from here quickly. Come along. Wait here while I make sure everything's safe. It's all right. Open the gates.
This is very charming to be welcomed on the threshold by my wife, my sister-in-law, and...
This is Mr. Marquis of the Saru plantation across the river.
Mr. Marquis, this is a great honor. How do you do? And a neighborly thought to have anticipated my homecoming and arrived to greet me.
We didn't expect...
So it was not me Mr. Marquis came to visit?
Well, no, Mr. Singh. Actually,
Singh, you've arrived at rather a thrilling moment. We hadn't intended to tell anyone yet, but naturally you're anxious to know why Mr. Marquis is here. The fact of the matter is, we're engaged to be married.
He's your lover?
He's my fiancé. We just got engaged tonight. Well, isn't anyone going to congratulate us?
I do hope you'll forgive me butting in so late in the evening. I was looking for my brother.
Richard.
Perhaps I'd better introduce myself.
Oh, everyone on the river knows Commander Marquis. It is for me to do the introducing. First, my wife.
How do you do?
Her sister, Miss Merrivale.
We met this afternoon. I hope you're none the worse for your adventure.
Your adventure, Heart of Jade?
Oh, I was on the river this afternoon. My paddle broke. I was gallantly rescued by the patrol launch.
Mr. Marquis, your brother is usurping your privileges. It is you who should have done the rescuing.
Yes, I should.
I called at your bungalow and gathered from your servants you'd come over here.
Oh, yes, of course.
Then your brother is not aware of the thrilling news.
No, I suppose not.
I'll tell him then. Shall I?
Please do.
We are celebrating the betrothal of your brother and my sister-in-law, Miss Merrivale.
Please accept my congratulations.
Thank you.
You too.
Thanks. Well, I think I'd better be going. Perhaps you'd take me across in the launch.
Oh, but we can't let such an occasion go by without toasting the happy couple.
Oh, don't bother about us. Besides, it's getting rather late.
No, no. What would my cherry blossom think of me if I didn't celebrate her sister's happiness?
Of course.
Commander, come along then.
Thank you.
Come.
Hello, Snow White. Don't suppose they'll think of sending us a couple of bottles out here.
To the happy couple.
The happy couple.
Death is hovering near.
Yeah. Wait, what?
I smell terror and sorrow.
Shut up. That's Chinese cooking.
And now, if you won't think me rude to sing, I must be going. I'm on duty, you know.
You'll take me across, won't you, Richard?
Oh, but the bottle is still half full and you've got your own boat.
Yes, I know, but I'm sure you must be tired after your long journey.
If you're not, I am. It's been an exciting day for me.
Of course it has. I'll see Commander Marquis off and rejoin you here later.
Oh, thank you. Good night, Mrs. Singh.
Good night.
Good night, Miss Merrivale.
Good night.
I can only wish you every happiness.
You'll look me up on your way downriver.
Yes, of course, if I have time. Many congratulations.
Wait till they're through the gates.
Oh, before you go, Commander Marquis, tell me, were you aware that your brother was attached to Miss Merrivale?
No, I knew nothing about it. But then I haven't seen him for some time.
I somehow feel that you are surprised.
Well, it was a bit of a shock.
Do you think he suspects?
No, of course he doesn't.
I wonder.
Please don't leave me alone with him. I can't be left alone with him.
Be careful. We'll find a way out later.
Later? You don't understand.
Good night, Mr. Singh, And again, thank you.
Good night, Commander Marquis. It has been a great pleasure to have met you.
Richard will help us. When he comes back...
You've got to take me away. You said you loved me.
You know I do.
Pull yourselves together, both of you. Here, sing.
What the devil? Hello.
Look, Sing, Sybilla's taken such a fancy to Harold.
Yes, Sibylla is a woman. And what woman is not flattered by masculine attention? Oh, I'm afraid all this excitement has been rather too much for my cherry blossom. She looks pale and drawn.
I'm tired. It's getting late.
Well, then I suggest you leave the lovers to say their farewells and come indoors with me. They are well provided for. They have each other and the moon that guides and misguides lovers. Good night.
Sing, I'm going straight to bed now.
Oh, spare me a few moments. There's so much I want to talk about. Come, sit down. First of all, do you approve of your sister's lover?
What's it got to do with me?
Well, do you not wonder that Charlotte, who is so...
Clever?
Well, fastidious would be neither a meaning. Do you not wonder that she should be satisfied with this young man?
How should I know? I'm not like Charlotte.
No, you are not like Charlotte. But he belongs to the flippant crowd of Singapore. Now, if it had been his brother...
She only met him today.
Oh, well. But tell me, my cherry blossom, do you consider Harold Marquis a desirable guest in my house?
Why do you ask me? Why don't you find out all these things from Charlotte?
I'm finding out quite a number of things from you.
What have I said? Why are you torturing me with all these questions?
Torturing? You must have a touch of fever. You know I could never hurt you, my cherry blossom, unless you deserve it. And of course you don't.
I brought Sibylla back to you. I had quite a job getting her away from Harold.
Oh, is he gone?
Yes, I'm afraid we were rather a long time, but...
Parting such sweet sorrow. You see, I know my Shakespeare.
Oh, Charlotte seems rather angry about Harold.
Me, angry? Am I a barbarian? How could I be angry with my heart of jade? I am only rather overwhelmed with admiration for her courage.
Courage?
To take the love of another upon yourself, that is a great adventure.
Oh, I see. Well, I've had enough adventures for one day. I'm tired out. You coming, Sadie? Good night, Sing.
Good night, heart of jade. Good night, cherry blossom. Faithless Sibylla.
Kapitan Bulang 35 Chala.
Yeah.
Hello, Marquis. Better luck you're turning up.
Hello, Doc. What are you doing here? Nothing wrong with Harold, is there?
I'm afraid there is. Blood poisoning.
Oh, God, can I see him?
You can.
Is he bad?
He is. I'm very worried.
How the devil did he get it?
You never can tell in this country.
Hey. Sadie. Sadie.
Hello.
Listen,
What's the matter?
I thought I heard a boat. Oh, why doesn't Harold come over?
I think it's very wise not to.
Charlotte, You don't think anything's happened to him, do you?
Of course not. How could it?
Oh, well, anything can happen in this place. Can't you feel it?
You mustn't talk like that.
I don't trust Singh either. Why did he send Harold that cat?
I think that's a little unfair.
Yes, that's what you think, but you don't know Singh. He never does anything without a motive. I'm sure he suspects.
You imagine that.
Oh, but he'd no right to interfere.
You married Singh. He's every right to expect you to live up to it.
Well, he shouldn't have brought me here.
Well, perhaps he shouldn't. I think he hoped to make your marriage happy and successful.
Well, that's all very well, but it doesn't help.
Not unless you try to help, too. I'm going to ask Singh to take you downstream. What you both need is a breath of good fresh air.
Charlotte, you think that'll patch things up, don't you? But it won't. It's gone much too far.
Well, don't you want to go?
Oh, I'll go anywhere and do anything rather than stay in this place. Darling, why is it so tragically easy to get married?
Some of us poor spinsters find it tragically hard.
Don't be so silly. No one even looks at me when you're around.
That's better. It's the first smile I've seen for a week.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Come in.
Turan says, will the maims please to join him?
Oh, Charlotte, you go. Say I'm lying down, but I've got a headache.
Oh, come along, darling. Just to please me.
Oh, my two gentle souls.
Sadie had a headache, but she's feeling better now.
Oh, I'm so glad. Because I thought that you would like to help me in welcoming a visitor.
Who are you expecting?
Look. Commander Marquis, come in. This is a great pleasure. But surely that is not Sibylla you are bringing back to me.
Can I speak to you privately, Mr. Singh?
Now, don't tell me your brother feels embarrassed over her attachment. I had resigned myself to her deserting me.
Mr. Singh, I should prefer to speak to you alone.
Has anything happened to Harold?
Please, tell my wife what she wants to know, Commander Marquis.
Very well. I'm sorry to have to tell you that my brother died this morning.
Died? But how?
Blood poisoning.
Have you no words of comfort for your sister, Cherry Blossom? It is she who is bereaved, is it not?
Charlotte, she's fainted.
The shock has been too much for her.
I must get her to her room.
I will take her.
I'll call the ayah. I'll see to
prefer
her.
to look after her myself.
I'll come with you.
No, my heart of jade. You have sorrow enough of your own. I want to thank you for everything you did.
Then you know.
Yes, Harold told me just before he died. He said you've been splendid.
It was all I could think of to save the situation.
I hope it did. Harold said he thought that Singh might have guessed. You don't think he has?
Sadie thinks so, but I'm not sure. I was hoping if Sadie and Singh could get away from here, they might come together again. But now...
But now you don't think so?
Oh, you saw Sadie's face just now.
Yes, I did. So did he. What can he do?
I don't know, but I've a horrible presentiment.
Look here, if you're really scared...
No, of course I'm not. Leave it to me. I'll talk to Singh.
Anyway, whatever happens, if you need any help, you can always count on me.
We can't drag you into this.
I'm in it now through Harold, and I'm going to stay in it. You understand?
Thanks. I'm glad you're here. That's funny. Sadie said that to me just now.
It isn't funny at all. It's very sound. I'm glad I'm here, too. You know, it may seem an odd time and place to say it, but I'd rather be here than anywhere in the world. Really. Sing or no sing.
Pai Gule. Obige ciao. Kitak.
Hola.
I'm going to get you out of this place right away.
I can't leave Sadie.
We can take her, too.
We can't. She's his wife. We mustn't let Singh find out about us. At least not until we've got things straightened out for Sadie. You must go now, please. Come back tomorrow.
Supposing things go wrong, we must have some way for you to let me know.
God, he's coming.
I'll leave Stubbins this side of the river. All you have to do is to get in touch with him. He'll know where to find me.
You are leaving, Commander?
Yes, I'm afraid I must.
Then I am just in time to say goodbye.
Goodbye, Miss Merivale. Don't forget, if there's anything I can do, you have only just to let me know.
Thank you.
I assure you have no need to be anxious about Miss Merriweather. I will do everything in my power to help and comfort her.
Thank you.
Singh, I want to talk to you.
I'm always at your command. Shall we go in? This was how I first brought you into my house. Will you indulge a little whim of mine?
Of course. It needs a Manchu lady to grace this chair properly.
Please.
Sing.
Do you wish to speak to me?
It's about Sadie. I want you to let me take her downstream for a little while. She's unhappy, Sing. Terribly unhappy.
I have been unhappy, too.
I'm sorry.
It is not necessary for you to pretend ignorance of the cause, but I respect your loyalty to your sister.
I don't understand.
I know you do understand, and I have made my decision. The rest depends on you.
On me?
Now we are free to speak about things neither you nor I could put into words before.
Sing.
Can you deny it?
Sadie.
Why did you leave your room?
Because I wasn't going to stay there alone thinking. Now at least I have something to think about.
Sadie, come away.
Ever since you came, I've seen him look at you. He can hide most things, but he can't hide that.
How dare you speak of me like that?
Sing. I don't care what he does to me.
So life is so empty for you now that your young Englishman...
Be quiet, both of you. You don't know what you're saying.
When did you meet him first? While I was away, wasn't it?
If you know, then why do you ask?
Did you meet him often?
No.
How often?
I don't remember.
Every day?
No, of course not.
Twice or 3 times a week?
Perhaps.
Where?
I don't remember.
In his bungalow?
No.
No, it was in my own house, wasn't it?
No. Well, anyway, what does it matter?
It matters a great deal to me. He was your lover, wasn't he?
I won't answer you. You're driving me mad with your questions.
Sing, what are you going to do?
Wait for her to tell me the truth.
There's nothing to tell.
Lagerhüller.
Charlotte, don't let them take me away.
You heard what she said. There's nothing to tell.
Lagerhüfon.
No, Charlotte, don't let them. All right, Sing, I'll tell you.
Comme ça.
It wasn't Charlotte Harold came to see.
He was your lover.
Yes, and I loved him, and if I'd had the chance, I'd have gone away with him. So now what are you going to do about it?
That depends on your sister.
You wouldn't dare harm her.
You understand me very little if you believe that. I made the mistake of believing that you were as beautiful as you appear. But now I find that I married a woman without worth, without decency, without morals.
You've been horrible to me from the beginning. I've been lonely and miserable, and you didn't care.
Poor little cherry blossom. So you sought your consolation in the arms of the Englishman.
Sing, let me talk to you.
Talk to him, Charlotte. Are you mad? Don't you realize? Or do you?
You had better go now.
You think you can get Charlotte, don't you? You think you can get anybody you want, but you won't this time. There's someone else.
Sadie.
It's Richard. He loves her, and she wants him, so you'll never get her.
Is that true?
Yes.
Charlotte.
The guard isn't there. You know what to do.
cup of tea? Can't they take me for a walk along the towpath?
Shh, quiet. I have a message for the men.
Oh? What is it?
Fetch your tuan, quickly, at once.
Oh, here, is there anything I can do?
No. Fetch your tuan.
It's as good as done.
He go quickly. I'm going to my room. Let me know directly Tuan Marquis comes. Aya, is that you? Why am I summoned here like this? These servants...
They haven't exceeded my orders, I hope.
Why didn't you send the Aya with your message?
I don't trust the Aya with a message. Heart of jade. You have nothing to fear from me.
I'm not afraid.
Then why did you send for Richard Marquis?
Did you stop my message?
No. I shall be very glad to see him.
What harm has he ever done you?
None. But there is a danger of his becoming an annoyance.
An annoyance?
So I would regard it if he came between you and me. That I will never permit.
You will never permit.
Who is this Englishman to appreciate the highest excellence of womanhood? I have found in you all I ever hoped to find in that misguided one who was my wife. Virtue, loyalty, understanding. Oh, heart of jade. If only I had met you first.
Think. Do you realize what you're saying?
Do you realize what I've said?
But it's an insult.
Why? Aren't we man and woman?
But my sister...
You know what your sister's done? And there is only one punishment.
Then you can't...
You love your sister. You risked your own name to save hers. Now I give you a chance to do more. You can save her life. You hear the sound? It's the pontoon, the love song of the Malayan. Oh, heart of jade, there's still time. The gates are shut, and they can remain so with Richard Marquis and his whole world outside.
Can't you understand? Richard and I love each other. Your gates can't keep him from me. Or me from him.
You love him. That is all you have to say?
Yes.
The servants will take us to your sister.
Sadie! Charlotte!
东哥，马西长来了。
来马先生也 play。
好了，东哥。
Moshyon kin mervel gonisi.
I wish to see Miss Merivale.
You look heated, Commander Marquis.
Where's Miss Merivale?
Is it not strange that neither you nor your lamented brother ever called to see the master of the house?
I came here to see Miss Merivale, and I'm not leaving until I do.
But first, it is essential that you and I should have a little talk. Would you be seated? Please do. Cigarette. And since you have hurried so, a drink.
Charlotte, look.
I see you appreciate fine things, Commander Marquis. These goblets were last used at the Imperial Court in Peking.
I'm very flattered, Mr. Singh. They look like solid gold.
I assure you a baser metal would be unworthy of an occasion of such importance.
A baser metal would be unworthy. Sadie, that's what he said about the Emperor's golden knife, the poison knife.
He wouldn't dare.
I thought that once.
I give you an English toast. May the best men win.
Very well, but I'm afraid I don't quite understand you. And now, Mr. Singh.
Commander Marquis, your brother made love to my wife.
I can only say that I'm very sorry.
I hope you will not find it very difficult to understand that the Chinese has a point of honor. According to the creed of my ancestors, a matter of that kind can be wiped out only in blood.
And whose blood do you want, Mr. Singh? Mine?
That duty to my ancestors has already been fulfilled.
Fulfilled? What do you mean, my brother Harold?
Your brother is dead, Commander Marquis.
Yes, I know. I was with him when he died of blood poisoning.
Exactly.
God, what are you suggesting?
Your brother ran so many risks. So many quite unnecessary risks. For example, even a cat can be a risk. It can carry venom in its claws. Dangerous even to those who fondle it.
Siamese cat. You murdered him.
My dear Commander, just revenge is never murder. And also, I have admitted nothing.
We'll see about that.
I'm afraid that is unlikely. When those sands have run out, one of us will be dead.
Dead?
It's a pity you are not familiar with our classics, Commander Marquis, or you would recognize the method I have chosen to decide our destiny.
Never mind about the classics. What have you done?
To speak simply, one of those cups was coated with a very ancient poison.
You're bluffing, Singh. Why should you want me to die?
Because, my friend, I do not intend to be robbed a second time.
You're making a mistake. I haven't tried to steal your wife.
We are not speaking about my wife.
Then it's Charlotte. But you've poisoned me the same as you did my brother. But you won't get away with it. Open that door.
The door is barred on the outside. And you are misjudging me, Commander Marquis. I do not fight unfairly. I offered you the choice of cups. So it's a duel with equal chances.
You don't know which of those drinks was poisoned?
I have no idea.
Mad, Singh. Surely you don't think you can get away with this? You can't shut out the law even here.
I respect it far too much to try. But I assure you, if I win, no blame will be attached to me. This poison leaves no trace, and I shall report your death with deep regret. If it should seem a little premature, you will not be the first in these latitudes to die from an undiscovered cause.
We must get out of here. We must do something.
You are growing restless, Commander.
I'm all right.
Are you afraid of that?
I'm not afraid of anything that you can stand up to.
I believe that. Soon one of us will strike this gun and the door will open. Strange, is it not? When you came in here, I hated you. Now all that is changed. In a few short minutes, our ways will lie apart. May we wish each other well.
Why not? Smooth sailing, Singh.
And to you too. Happy journey.